Hytale. December 18th, 2018, the Hytale trailer was released and it gained almost 30 million views in its first month. It is now 7 years later. The game has been stalled, remade, canceled, and saved. So what in the absolute happened? In 2018, Hypixel Studios, led by Simon, Noxy, and Rezes, gave us 5 blog posts explaining... Sorry, my bad. I never explained what Hytale is. Hytale is an ambitious voxel-based sandbox RPG with adventure content, creation tools, and support for large-scale custom servers. Hytale is often compared to games like Minecraft and Vintage Story. To be absolutely clear, Hytale is not those games, and is a completely separate and way cooler version that plans to exceed all of our expectations with awesome features and whoa. Apologies, I got overexcited. So in 2018, this wondrous game was announced to a massive spectatorship. So why isn't the game out yet? From the years 2018 through 2020, we got a great amount of content. We learned about Hytale's UI, their light and weather systems, how the mobs interacted with each other and their environments, and more. However, in April of 2020, we got a big announcement. Hypixel Studios was bought out by Riot Games, the studio behind League of Legends and Valorant, as an independent studio. This brought with it a major funding increase and the possibility to take their time with releasing the game in the fully fleshed out vision they had. Hytale's CEO was also changed from Simon to Noxy. In December of 2020, we got a blog post with some new screenshots, an apology for their silence, and the sad news that we would be getting less blog posts as they buckled down and worked hard on the game, which I think we all were okay with. About 6 months later, in the summer of 2021, we got a harrowing blog post to break the silence. To focus on the ability to release Hytale to all platforms, such as mobile and consoles, not just PC, they would need to extend the development time and rebuild the entire engine of the game from scratch. 'Cause why? From 2018 to 2020, we got 44 blog posts, a ton of screenshots, videos, and even some music and Foley. From 2021, after that blog post, to the summer of 2025, we got just 10 blog posts where they focused on this new engine and what they called blunks, where they tested the engine and prepared it for release. It looked kind of cool, but the best blog post we got was one about a single new block, the Launchpad. This really cool block, and a whole blog post explaining the technical details of how launchpads would work in Hytale. They launch you off the pad. After all that time, all the haters and disbelievers got their wish. You f***s! How dare you do this? In March of 2025, Hytale was canceled. Canceled, I tell you, canceled. Wait, then why am I making a video about this? Well, intrepid listener, the original owner of the game who sold it to Riot in 2020 had a stupid thought. What if he, Simon, our god, brought the game back? No, that would be too expensive and time-consuming and stupid. Well, what if? What if this thought haunted him and he talked with the community over Twitter and the community united? The community had never died. And in the summer of 2025, Simon entered talks with Riot Games about acquiring the game back for at least $10 million, and he did it. As far as I can tell, this has never truly happened before, where an indie game became AAA and then went back to being indie after cancellation. Simon announced on November 17th, 2025 that Hytale was saved. What an absolute goat. This led to us being blasted with information about Hytale. Simon hired a team of around 30 original developers, and we got screenshots, videos, 6 blog posts, and a community Discord. The game has been announced to release in a very, emphasis on very, early access state on January 13th, 2026. We got so much in just around 1 to 2 months of the game being saved that it makes my head spin. Now that we've made it to present day and I've done all of this explaining of the backstory, here's what you need to know. 1. Hytale is currently available in 3 different tiers of purchase: Standard Supporter and Cursebreaker. Yes, all 3 versions will be available until the end of Early Access, and no, you don't have to buy the game right away. 2. Hytale is built from the old engine from 2021, 4 years ago. This means that a lot of time was lost, and they're working really hard to get it out as fast as possible. 3. Simon and the team are focused on getting the game out as fast as possible. I am saying that many a times because rather than waiting until it is good, they believe that giving the game to the community, even in its currently horrendous state, means that the game will become amazing over time. In the description below, I am going to provide as many useful links as I possibly can with all the important information. This includes the official Discord, information about modding and Blockbench, Oscar Gavin's full music portfolio which you can use and remix all you want, the link to buy the game, and more. I have never been more proud of a community and more hopeful for the future of a game than I am with Hytale. And I sure hope the hype makes its way over to you intrepid listeners as well. That concludes the recap and the main video. If you want some wacky content and enjoy watching a silly goober, then please consider joining me on this journey as we figure out life together. Love you guys.